Hey guys, so today, um, I kind of just want to get out of here and talk to you guys about and give y'all a little speech. Okay, first of all, let's talk about real people versus fake people. Now, um, this is what I gotta say. I pray and hope it's not my last TikTok, but if it is, hey, we gotta move on somehow, right? But anyway, let's get one thing straight is that I know I say this all the time, but the reason why people like to see you unhappy is because they're not happy with their life, so they're trying to make you unhappy, and they're trying to like say all the stuff about you that may not be even true, or maybe it's because you're human and we all do it. Everyone has their own way of being disgusting. Everyone has their own way of being, fair. Nobody in the world is fucking perfect. Nobody is. Okay, yeah, I get it. If you see somebody do something and you're like, ew, but come on, dude. Don't act like you haven't done it. Don't act like you haven't done it. Or don't act like you haven't even want to try to do it. Don't act like it. Because at the end of the day, we're all human, and it's all human nature, and we all went through stuff. We're all gonna go through stuff. And at the end of the day, I feel like if you don't see that, then why are you so miserable because you're not happy with your life, or you can't find some happiness in you to make you happy? Like today, I got disappointed. But I'm learning to manage it, and I'm learning to move on. Because at the end of the day, you realize that, things are just not always what they plan to be or what they meant to be. Or if you're not meant to be friends with this person, or if you're not meant to be, cool with this person. Because, and that's another thing. People that are friends with other people that you think is cool, and then you start to build an attachment, and then they start not wanting to say that person's name around you. They start not to, they start not wanting that person to come around because you feel some type of way about it, because you don't want them to build an attachment to that person or to anybody. So you'll just start putting random stuff in their head to make them hate you because you're not blood related. So it's like you shouldn't even care about that person. And I'm sitting here like, why are we worried about that? Because you're letting your insecurities and your jealousy get the best of you. Because you just don't want to share that person with somebody. Or because you just want that person all to yourself, and you don't want people having, real conversations or anything like that. You don't want them to go deep with you, or you don't want them to get comfortable, so you start making up all these stories like, oh yeah, she's disgusting, oh yeah, she's this, oh yeah, she's that. We're not perfect at the end of the day. We're not. So for the people in the back that think they are perfect, you're not. You're just using your angriness and your bitterness and your miserableness and try to put it on other people because that's what makes you happy. That's what makes you happy. Because you can't find no other way to be happy, but you want to sit there and you want to judge somebody who's doing good, who's doing what they need to do in life. Instead of boosting them up, oh, you bring them down. Like, oh, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you doing this? No, the question is, why aren't you doing it? You're sitting there judging me. Why aren't you doing it for yourself? Why? And why should I have to explain myself to you? It's at the time and space where you don't always have to explain yourself to everybody. If you don't want to tell that person, then don't. And then they should stop making you feel bad and stop trying to force it out of you and telling you, oh, your mindset is like a child. Because you like to keep your childhood in your life. So that means you have the mindset of a child. If you don't know the full situation about what that person's going through, don't judge. This is why I don't judge anybody, because I know how it feels to be judged, because I've been there. And I don't want nobody else to feel judged. If that's what you want to do, then do it. And if you want my support, I'll give you my support. And I'll give you my opinion if you ask. If you don't ask me for my opinion, I'm not going to give it to you. But one thing about me, if you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm not going to be mean about it. I'm going to be cool about it. But if you don't come off a little bit strong sometimes, people are not going to always take you seriously. And that's the one thing people have to understand, is because when you keep holding and holding and holding that stuff in your head, you're going to explode one day and then not even realize it. Just because somebody loves somebody or that somebody likes being with somebody, and you always got to question it, like, oh my god, like, why does this person love this person so much? Oh, why does she like being with this person so much? Why do you care? As long as that person is happy with that person, that's all that matters. That's all that matters at the end of the day. That's all that matters. And if you feel some type of way about it, so big. But you know, and that's the world we live in. Like, I just feel like your life is just filled with disappointments, and then you're trying to make everybody disappointed because they think you don't know what they're doing. They think you don't know that they're sitting around doing this and you don't know about it. Or they think you're sitting around not listening. Not listening. And I think that's the issue, because people that know the truth will tell you the truth. And they'll tell you in a way you'll understand, but they'll also tell you in a way that you won't get upset. And even though they say sometimes the truth hurts, sometimes you have to hear the truth in order to understand where other people are coming from. Because that's the one thing that most people hate, is the truth. So, yeah. All right. See y'all.